Hey everyone, John Hurlbut at the Altitude Homes team here with Keller Williams Real Estate. Look, it's not even a topic of debate right now that we're in unprecedented times with the COVID-19 worldwide pandemic going on. We're seeing record unemployment right now. As of the time of this video, most of the East Coast and West Coast of the United States are under some form of stay home, stay healthy order, and our governor in Washington just extended our order for the rest of May. It's safe to say, unless you were alive in 1918, the last time something like this happened, this is new territory. And if you were alive in 1918 and you're watching this video, I want to talk to you. Okay, so as we navigate the uncharted waters right now, what do we know for sure? Well, there isn't much. We know for sure that unemployment is up, consumer spending is down, a record number of companies have applied for government assistance. Everyone knows what Zoom or Microsoft Teams are, and we know we're heading into a recession. There it is. There's that R word, recession. So what exactly is a recession? Again, I'll turn to my friend Webster. No, not that Webster, this Webster. Webster defines a definition as a period of temporary economic decline during which trade and industrial activity are reduced, generally identified by a drop in gross domestic product for 2 quarters in a row. I think with most of the country not planning to open until the end of May at the earliest, and probably not back to any sort of normal by mid to late summer, we can pretty well expect we'll have a fall in GDP for at least 2 consecutive quarters. Fingers crossed, it won't be much longer than that. But what about home prices, John? Are home prices going to fall off the cliff like 2007? Well, let's look at that. In 2007, I remember the housing market turning off like a switch. The business was there one day and it wasn't there the next. It was pretty much as simple as that. I went from selling 30 homes in 2006 to 15 homes in 2007. You could be buying a home one day and the next day you couldn't. While we did suffer a recession then, that recession was caused by the housing crisis. The housing crisis wasn't a product of the recession. It's an important thing to understand. The housing crisis then caused a recession. And if we look back at the previous recessions, housing prices actually rose during 3 out of 5 of them. And in one of them, barely fell. So let me put it this way. A recession does not equal a housing crisis. Okay, that's great. The question we ask, though, is, are home prices dropping in Washington? So far, the answer to that question is no. Have a look at this chart. Now, the thing to keep in mind is that home prices aren't linear. Even through the hottest market we've seen, home prices don't just naturally go up every single month. You can see that last summer we had a few months of falling home prices before they started going back up. This chart is for the entire Northwest Multiple Listing Service, basically Western Washington. And of course, every county, city, neighborhood is different than another. But this is just a good representation of what's happening in Washington as a whole. Now, moving forward, what's going to happen? Look, if anyone can tell you unequivocally what's going to happen in the next 6, 12, 18, or 24 months, tell them to go buy a lottery ticket. No one actually knows, including this guy. If I were to make my best prediction of what's going to happen going forward, home prices will probably continue to rise because we still have such low inventory. For the entire Northwest Multiple Listing Service, we have 1.4 months worth of inventory. We'd need more than twice that to even be in a balanced market. I'm not saying it won't happen, but so far, indications are that demand remains strong for the homes that are out there. And if anything, since March 23rd, when we started sheltering in place, our market has gotten hotter. So to answer the question, I'd say this. At least for the immediate future, we don't see demand waning, and we expect price to remain the same or even increase slightly. If the pandemic continues to this degree, we may see some home prices start to fall, but only if inventory increases and buyer demand decreases. It's the old supply and demand adage. Let me say it again. A recession does not equal a housing crisis. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, leave us a comment, subscribe, and smash that like button, and please share it with your friends. And if you have a particular need that you want to discuss either buying, selling, or investing in real estate, don't hesitate to reach out. We're in this together, but apart. For now, we got your back.